In the quiet, sterile corridors of Mexico's oldest hospitals, when darkness falls and the world outside sleeps, a silent guardian walks the floors. She is a whisper among the sick, a legend passed down from generation to generation of doctors and nurses. She is known only as La Planchada, the Ironed Lady. Welcome to the World in Darkness, where tonight we uncover the chilling and tragic story of Mexico's most famous ghostly nurse. The legend of La Planchada began in the early 20th century, echoing through the halls of hospitals in Mexico City, Monterrey, and beyond. Her name comes from her most defining feature, a pristine, old-fashioned nurse's uniform, so perfectly starched and ironed it seems to defy the very laws of reality. It's a symbol of her eternal, unwavering dedication. The most widely told version of her story introduces us to a young, vibrant nurse named Eulalia. She was the model of professionalism, her kindness matched only by her impeccable appearance. Her colleagues admired her, and her patients adored her. Eulalia's life was dedicated to healing, but her heart belonged to a charismatic young doctor at the hospital. He charmed her, promised her the world, and swore they would be married. He was scheduled to attend a seminar in another city, and he promised to return for her. But he never did. The versions of the story differ here. Some say he died tragically. The more popular and heartbreaking version says he simply abandoned her, having married another woman. The betrayal shattered Eulalia. The light in her eyes faded, replaced by a profound, consuming sorrow. She fell into a deep depression, neglecting her duties, her patients, and even herself. The once spotless uniform became wrinkled and stained. Her patients, who once relied on her gentle care, began to suffer from her inattention. Consumed by guilt and a broken heart, Eulalia soon fell ill and passed away, her soul heavy with regret. But her story did not end there. Shortly after her death, strange and inexplicable events began to occur in the hospital. Patients, teetering on the edge of life and death, would awaken in the dead of night to find a serene nurse attending to them. They described a woman in a vintage uniform, perfectly white and crisply ironed, her touch cool but comforting. She would adjust their pillows, administer medicine, or simply offer a reassuring word. The next morning, these patients would feel miraculously better. When they asked the morning staff about the kind night nurse describing her in detail, they were met with confused looks. No nurse matching that description was on duty. No one had been assigned to their room. It soon became clear that the mysterious visitor was not of this world. It was the spirit of Eulalia, forever bound to the hospital, seeking to atone for the patients she failed in her final days. Thus, the legend of La Planchada was born. Those who have seen her paint a consistent, haunting picture. She appears as a young woman, her face kind but impossibly pale, etched with a quiet, melancholic serenity. Her uniform, a relic from another era, is always flawless, without a single wrinkle, sometimes emitting a faint, ethereal glow. Her dark hair is pulled back neatly into a bun, often tucked under a classic white nurse's cap. Her presence is not just visual. Witnesses report a sudden drop in temperature, followed by the faint antiseptic smell of old-fashioned hospital soap, or sometimes the sweet scent of flowers. Her voice, when heard, is soft and soothing, a whisper that calms the most frightened patient. Though her expression carries a deep sadness, it is never menacing. La Planchada is not a specter of terror, but a guardian angel born from tragedy. Her appearances are not random. La Planchada manifests in the oldest, most historical hospitals, like Hospital Juarez in Mexico City, places saturated with a century of human suffering and hope. She materializes in the darkest hours of the night, typically between midnight and 4 a.m., when the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. She doesn't appear to everyone. Her visits are reserved for the gravely ill, the lonely, and those in desperate need of comfort. She is a spectral caregiver, drawn to those teetering on the brink. Patients who receive a visit from La Planchada often experience a sudden, almost miraculous recovery. It's as if her spiritual penance directly translates into healing energy, a final act of redemption repeated night after night. Unlike many of Mexico's terrifying folklore figures, La Planchada is not a monster. She is a symbol of something much more profound. She represents the crushing weight of remorse and the eternal quest for redemption. Her story is a testament to the selfless dedication of healthcare workers, a spirit of service so strong that it transcends even death itself. She is a protective presence, a comfort in the dark, a reminder that even in our most desperate moments, help can come from the most unexpected of places. She is the ghost who doesn't want to scare you. She wants to save you. So, the next time you hear a strange noise in a hospital late at night, or feel a sudden chill in the air, don't be too quick to be afraid. It might just be Eulalia, the Ironed Lady, continuing her eternal rounds, forever seeking to right the wrongs of her past, one patient at a time. Thank you for joining us in the shadows. If you found this story fascinating, please like, share, and subscribe to The World in Darkness for more tales from the other side. Until next time, stay curious